Our content is made for information and entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice, nor are we financial advisors, and we'll never tell you what to do with your life or money. Please do your own research before trading or in any type of investing. YFT Network does not work for nor in part of any existing business or privately owned organizations. If you would like to promote your business with our platform, please check our website at yftnetwork.com. Shalom, shalom, what's going on? Yeshua back here. Just wanted to go over some wallets and how those wallets work. So let's get into just banking overall in general. So when we use the banks, right? Let's see. So when you use the banks, right? The standard bank level encryption is 256-bit AES or advanced encryption standard. So the money that we're using is already crypto. You know what I'm saying? It's already cryptocurrency. The digits that you see on your fiat today, it's all linked to everything that's on the computer. So all the money you see in your account is basically just numbers that are just put there just to keep you entertained while the money's really being used for something else. So this is why encryption away from the banking system makes a lot more sense. And the way you make up passwords and the way you make up your account and the way the account is secured is through encryption. And this is how cryptocurrency, the digital asset part of cryptocurrency, where I'm actually owning the currency that's on an algorithm, not your currency that's made by the bank. The currency that's made by the bank, they're making up the rules. Their encryption solely, depends on them. So if they mess up, then they can lose your money. Or if they want to hack, or someone wants to hack it, they can get it. That's why you always hear about hacks and all this shit up in banks. It's the main reason, because you're using a centralized source. But in a decentralized source, you're mainly dependent on an encrypted wallet. Let's see here. Bitcoin encryption. And I'm just trying to break this down in the simplest terms so anyone that's trying to get into this before they start buying and start dealing in crypto and all that stuff, you just want to see why it makes better sense. See what I mean? So a lot of these first videos that we're making is just going to show you why it makes a lot more sense. I know I only listen to the website. So here we go. A cryptographic hash function essentially takes input in which can be practically any size and transform it, effectively impossible to reverse or to predict, way into a relative compact string. In case of SHA-256, the SHA is 32 bytes. So basically all this is saying is the encryption level on the actual wallet itself and on how the mechanism of mining, it cannot be broken into unless you have the source code itself. So if I have a wallet, say I have a wallet, right? I have a paper wallet and I buy Bitcoin on an exchange or whatever, right? And I want to send that wallet to like a paper wallet, right? Now, a paper wallet it's offline. No one can touch it. So you can see here, when you're looking at a paper wallet, you get a QR code. You've been seeing these a lot lately. A lot of companies are using it for their own personal use, where you can check on products or whatever, and then you have a code here. One of these codes will be your private key, and one code will be your public key. So your public key is what you will use everywhere if you want money being sent to you, basically. And your private key will be able to get funds out of it. So this encryption alone is super safe. The only way people can get your money out of it is if they had the code to get it. Now, when you hear about Bitcoin hackings and all that, that means you're trusting your crypto on an exchange. You get what I'm saying? So let's get into hot wallets and cold wallets. So hot wallets are connected to the internet. This is how exchanges are. This is why when you go to Coinbase.com, which we'll be talking about pretty soon, This is why you go to exchanges and they're able to send you crypto or send off crypto right away because they have a certain amount of coins that are hot. So they have a wallet that's connected to the internet 24/7. They don't keep all the coins in there, but they do keep some in case people want to send money out or want to send money in right away. Hot wallets are easy to hack. So if you're putting your money on exchange, you better make sure that exchange is basically insured. I know Coinbase is insured, I believe so. Nexo. I mean, there's a lot of shit. You just got to do your research. You know what I mean? This is an investment advice. And we're not telling you what to do with your money, but we're just going over how this thing works. Hot wallets are vulnerable to government regulations. Now, anything on the internet is, you know what I mean, susceptible to government interception. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. And online and desktop wallets are basically hot. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, exchanges, first and foremost. Once you start reading, you're going to hear about exchanges that went down in the past. Like Mt. Gox, they went down in 2014 after the 2014 bubble. And, you know what I'm saying, they're claiming that a whole bunch of crypto got stolen or whatever. But that be the case. That has nothing to do with the actual money. You keeping money on Fidelity.com or you keeping money on Acorns is the same. It's the same risk as keeping it on the exchange. There's no different. Now, your cold wallets are not connected to the internet. So when I say not connected to the internet, I can have a little flash drive, literally have a little flash drive, put my crypto on there and have addresses on there. And it will not be connected to, it'll be no harm to anyone to be able to take your crypto. You know what I mean? You can have a little flash drive and there's actual wallets that use it for crypto. So that's what you got to keep in mind as well. Like the Ledger Nano S, you know what I mean? A lot of people have that. They're just so difficult to hack because they're not connected to the internet. So it's just like having cash on you, but not on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Cold wallets are not vulnerable to government regulations, of course, because you're in control of your own money. So I can keep thousands of dollars, millions of dollars offline, and who's going to take it from me? You just got to make sure you keep up to date with your codes. You know what I'm saying? So hardware wallets would be your flash drive type wallets, and your paper wallets would be literally paper, but random code put into that random encrypted code that's made up out of thin air. That can never be, you know what I mean, depending on the time and history. I know there's a lot of Bitcoin addresses that are made. We don't ever know if there's going to be actually two addresses the same that are made up. But even if there were two addresses the same made up, the private key would have to be the same. So you can make up you could have two addresses the same, but the private key be different. You get what I'm saying? So you got to keep that in mind as well. And the chances of making the same wallet are just, you know what I mean, it's close to impossible because you're making this random number over quadrillions and quadrillions of digits that it's just, you know what I mean, it's impossible. If you watch the movie Breaking Bad, and I know there's a whole bunch of people that do it as well, but you know the olden days when you go treasure hunting and stuff, what do? You go find the coordinates of the earth and you go wherever you want to put it, you just remember the coordinates. So you go dig up a little place in the desert or whatever, you go dig your money there. Who's going to find it there unless they knew that, unless you told somebody the private key, which would be the coordinates. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, someone might be building something there or some company might be coming in, then of course they're going to find it. But that's on you to keep up to date to know where your money's at. You know what I mean? A lot of people to this day still do that. They go and hide and they dig their money somewhere and they use that as a bank account. You know what I'm saying? That's always been done in history. It's still done today. So basically that's the same thing that crypto's doing. You can make a virtual wallet. You're sending your money there. No one can break that code. That code is unhackable. You know what I'm saying? I know it says here is cold wallets are difficult to hack. The only way you can hack it is if you keep your private key on your computer and someone hacks your computer and they can see your private key right there. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind, man. So when you're holding offline, basically just know you're holding cash. Now there is there is cons to holding it online as well. I mean, there is pros to holding it online with a hot wallet. Because if you keep your money on an exchange, you know what I mean, of course you're gonna have insurance on it. And you have other options of keeping your money on cold wallets. You get what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. You can always lock your money up, and that will also be in a cold wallet, so you don't have nothing to worry about. So these are just different ways just to get in and out of crypto, understanding what you need to do, how you feel like you need to operate. Me personally, I keep a little bit on exchanges. I keep a little money everywhere, but for the majority, I try and keep it offline. Just the stuff I know I'm not going to sell right away. But that's it for this video. Just understanding wallets, the encryption of banking. It's all the same. We're all using cryptocurrency already. It's just a different plumbing that we're switching over to. You know what I'm saying? Everything in the background is different, and that's the only difference. But that's it. That's all I got to say, man. Shalom.